Okay, so I just picked up a few movies at Best Buy and Barnes& and Noble. Three of them are blind buys. One of them is not. I just hadn't gotten around to buying it, just like is often the case with me. All right, so the first one is The Invisible Man. I got this at Best Buy. This is their Steelbook version of it. And I really like the Steelbooks, as you know. I also really like the artwork. I kind of wish the shadow weren't red. That wasn't part of their color scheme, but I do like the cover. And here's the back. I like how with Steelbooks, this isn't always the case, but it is generally the case. The front and back artwork kind of go together a little bit. I think honestly, I think this artwork, this is the main artwork, this the poster art, or maybe just the hand right here, might have worked a little bit better. But it's really, really nice. And I've watched this movie now. It's very, very good. I appreciate a few things in the movie. I really appreciate that we don't spend half the movie talking about how crazy Elizabeth Moss's character is, which a lot of movies would have done. But there's one other little thing. It's near the end, or is at the end basically. I'll try not to give anything away. Where someone says something, and it's one of those moments in most movies where the character's looking down like this, and they just be like, like their eyes would come up, and they'd be like, and there's that moment of realization for them and for us, but it's not there. It just plays out like normal. We know that she has figured this whole thing out, but she just goes to the bathroom and then finishes the scene. So there's a lot of little things in there that I really appreciate from Leigh Whannell, and I recommend it. And then this next one is a collection, and I was debating on whether or not to get the Blu-ray or the standard DVD, because on occasion I found, and it's probably just the player, on occasion I found the standard DVDs sometimes look a little better than the standard Blu-rays. So the standard DVD or the 4K on the 4K player is pretty darn good. Usually the Blu-rays look a little more posterized, I guess. They look a little oversaturated, or the colors kind of bleed into the shadows a little. It's just, I don't know why those wouldn't look as good as the DVDs. You'd think those would have more of those problems, but they really don't. Anyway, it's The Mummy, the original Mummy. I have the 1999 one, but I really wanted to see this, and it's a collection, so it has more than one Mummy movie. I'm not really interested in any of them. Maybe Abbott and Costello Meet the Mummy. That might be fun, but Boris Karloff is only in the first one. And that's kind of all I really care about. It's really, really good. In the beginning, when the mummy wakes up and walks out, is just, it's really, really well done. It's really subtle, because you see eyes opening slowly, you see the hand moving slowly. And then that's it for that makeup. He got in that makeup for 8 hours or something just for that, just for that one shot, which is, that's commitment. But it's really, really good makeup, and that's a fantastic shot. And then the third one is this is not a blind buy. This is the one that I have seen before, but I just hadn't gotten around to watching it yet. It's The Searchers with John Wayne. Since I haven't watched it since I bought it, I don't know if there's really too much for me to say, except I really, really like it. This is one of, I think, only two John Ford movies I have. with John Wayne, The Searchers, and no, I have three: The Searchers, The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, which has John Wayne, and My Darling Clementine. I have those. And then this last one is at Barnes & Noble. And now, normally, Barnes & Noble being Barnes & Noble, it would have been quite expensive. It would have been about $45. But you got this 30% off sticker on it, which I thought was a little odd, for 4K Blu-ray, which you don't often find at Barnes & Noble. Actually, they don't have a whole lot of those. I don't think the woman would have given it to me actually if I hadn't said anything, because I don't think she noticed. Of course she didn't notice because it didn't ring up that way, but she honored it as she should, because that stuff just sort of happens. Sometimes you just put the wrong sticker on, or maybe a sale tag stays up for a day or so longer than it should. So I got, because I had a membership card too, I got 40% off. So I went from $45 to $28, which is, a tiny bit less, maybe a little bit, maybe about the same if I got it at, Best Buy or Target or something. That one, that's a very, very good movie too. And seeing the special feature on just how meticulous they were, because they shot it as if it was just one continuous shot, which of course you don't notice because they do so well. One, it's Roger Deakins. Two, they just planned it out so well. All right, so those are my latest pickups, and thank you for watching.